not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this away to start us off. And he takes this from inside 5. The return is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. The Wolverines' offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Defense, nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense has got the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Nice job by this. On that football to come up with the interception, and not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath the tight end, and he's tackled after the catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looks right for a quick completion. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. 3rd and short now for the offense with a +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looking to throw again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Wolverines are looking to keep this drive going. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. He's going to hand this off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around them.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? To the air, it's Henderson. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. shotgun. He'll hand it off. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but I felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Burden. He's running out of time here. Extending the play now. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Close to the tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. He missed it. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks it. Tremendous toughness here. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. What a show of strength and will.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good.
14, Miami, 3.
This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Finding some room at the 25. And he's brought down there. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
No gain on the play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Burden. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
And the Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. They're trying to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to...
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Back to throw. It's Henderson. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Made the catch, but he was surrounded with not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Miami, 3.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to throw. It's Burden. Running out of time in the pocket.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Powering through. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better...
On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their...
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Lets it go quickly. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the return. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. They're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Scanning the field. It's Burden. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
The Hurricanes pick up enough for a first down here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
One after makes it a 35-17 deficit. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's second down and long here from the 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. When he's got some space here. Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quick pass, the catch is made. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
To throw, it's Henderson. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made over the middle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So play number 7 on this drive is a 3rd down and goal. Makes a quick catch. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. So some of that 1st half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And they get him down after the completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Henderson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Slides to avoid the big hit. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Testing the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Receiver makes the grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
27.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain. The Canes will crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Burden. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He's looking to scramble. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. It shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Here we go.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Ready.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Burden. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
This is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for third and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And looking for a big play here. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown for the U. Strong fight back. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
They'll run it here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Obviously, a high-scoring game, Kirk. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score.